What's up, guys? It's Migs from Market Open. I wanted to do a midday market recap for you guys. Today is a very red day, down $1,262. I think it's kind of important for me to show you this to you guys. It's not all glamour and like, oh, look at these gains. Oh no, there's definitely some big red days. Unfortunately, today was a little bit higher than I would have liked it. So let me get started here. Open up the tickets. There we go. All right, so the first trade I took today was on CMG. CMG right at 938. So CMG was gapping down all the way from, let's see here, all the way from 325. It opened up somewhere around 283. So a massive, massive gap down on earnings. So the first short we took here, I think I shorted 200 shares here. So yeah, so right at 938. Let's go back to this. So shorted it right here. So Chipotle immediately washed down, so it didn't really give us a chance to short it. So we waited for the pullback up, and I shorted the very next red candle right here. So the next candle to make a new low. So if you can see red, 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 green, right here is the little pullback. Next candle to make a new low is where your entry should be. So as you can see on here, it went down false breakdown, and it actually came back up. My stop was over 281, and as you can see here, it kicked me out at 281.02 and just flushed down. It was just not my day today. It literally came right back up just enough to kick me out, and then it continued downward. So just bad luck of the draw on that one. That was my first loss on Chipotle. Then I shorted it again. Usually I give stocks two chances to show me that which way it's really going, because a lot of the times you know that the stock is going down. It's really all about timing. So you have to get the timing right to be able to bring it down. So I shorted another 200 shares right here at 943. Right here, let's see. I shorted it right at 279. So as you can see, it made this little M right here, and the support was right here at 279. So I shorted it at 279. It flashed down. Let's see here. It flashed down and actually ended up, let's see here, ended up taking me out at 289. Yeah, actually almost 281. So I basically wrote it up all the way up here. 280.99. I think it's probably the next candle right here. Yep, so right around here. So I had the gain on it, but I did not take my profit. I was thinking since it already got rejected at VWAP, it should come down lower, at least hit the lows, which at the time were 277. So it bounced right above the lows and it just started heading higher. So let's see here. So this was at 943. Now let me bring up the SPY real fast. So as you guys can see here on the 5-minute chart, the SPY today was very, very red. And I saw that, and I was thinking, okay, well, the market's red. This company reported bad earnings. It should keep heading down lower. So, I kept riding it out, and it kicked me out right at 281, which was my initial stop. So, although I lost $664 on Chipotle, on a normal day, I would take this trade every single day. Although I lost money on it this time, 7 out of 10 times that you take this trade, you'll most likely make money on it. It's not really a 50-50 shot. You have everything that's going in your direction. You got the right entry. You got everything going on, and it kicks you out. It's just sometimes you have bad luck. That 30%, sometimes that's just the way that it works. So I was down $664 on Chipotle. All right, so the next trade I took was on EW, shorted it right under 105. I actually ended up making some money on this one. So I shorted 200 shares right at 105. I noticed that it was gapping down from 114. It opened up somewhere right around right here. So it opened up right at 104, so right under 190 or 105. It came back up and it threw up this doji right here. So this doji, it means that it is a sign of reversal. So I saw this come all the way down, and I usually wait. I wait for the pullback, and I wait for it to give me some sort of reversal. So if you have this many green candles and it throws up a doji, it most likely that just means indecision, and it's most likely about to start heading back the other way. So I shorted it right under the whole number, 200 shares, and then I covered. Let's see here. I covered at 103.79. 103.79 had a little bit of gain. I saw 104 right around here. It was starting to stick, so I covered it. Now my next short on EW was kind of what killed it. It kind of took all the gains away, and then some. So I ended up shorting 500 shares of EW. This is where I made the mistake. I basically just doubled down on EW, thinking it was still going to come down at 103.15. My thought process was right here under this line, it should come down. So I gave it a little bit more room, so I ended up shorting it under 103.20 was where my order was, and it filled right at 103.15. I was thinking it looked good under 103. So let's see here. Let's keep going. So right here, my order got filled, bounced up to 103. It cracked 103 for a split second, and came back over. That's when I should have gotten rid of the 200 shares that I had just bought at 102.98. So I should have gotten rid of the shares. It's kind of where I made my mistake. As you can see, 103 held. It started climbing back up, and right there is where I got kicked out. Right over the 104 mark, it actually ended up blasting off to 104.5, and I held it for a little bit, because when you get kicked out of a candle like that, you give it just a second for it to come back, because most of the time it will come back. So as you see here, I held it till this candle. I was holding it up all the way up to 104.76, but I knew it wasn't going to last, so I ended up covering down here at, let's see, 104.38 and 104.50 when it started coming back up. So let's see here. The next trade I took was ESRX. At this point, I was already down, I believe, $1,100. So let's see here. I saw ESRX very strong this morning. It didn't really quite gap up that much based off earnings, but this is one of my go-to patterns. And right here, right off of VWAP, I was looking for it to pull back up. So a lot of strong stocks, whenever they cool off, they pull back down to VWAP. Your entry would be the high of the next candle, next 5-minute candle to make a new high. And so that was my entry. I actually ended up getting it a little bit lower, closer to VWAP, and I gave it a couple of cents just in case it went under. So I ended up buying right at 60.57, right around here, and my stop was 60.45. So I gave it about 13, 12 cents. So right during that time, it actually started holding. VWAP actually held. It came back up. My target was actually above 61. But as you can see, the market is still headed down right during that time. So right here, 11.15, right around here. So as you can see, the market was getting ready to hit new lows, and it just kept going down with the rest of the market. Looking back at it, I was up somewhere around $300 at some point. I should have taken it, but that was not really my target. I was trying to stick to hitting above 61. So as you can see, I got flushed out here. It kicked me out right at 60.45. Actually, I got kicked out right at 60.42. And that's how I ended up the day on $1,262. Now, I think it's really important for you guys to see this, just to show you guys that even though that the trades that I took, I would still take them every single day. But we trade the market with an edge. So most likely 7 out of 10 times, will end up making money, but there's still a 30% chance that the market will not give you what you're looking for. So although all my entries were correct, all my stops were correct, everything, it was just not your day. Like the CMG trade I took that kicked me out to the penny. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens, and we just could not figure out the market today. I know a lot of the guys in the room had a very red day. Actually, one of our head traders actually ended up being down, $7,000. So I can't really complain about being down $1,200. But I just wanted to show you guys it's not all glamour, and it's not always as fun as it looks. There's definitely some downsides to it, but tomorrow is another day, and I can definitely make this back within a day or two. All right, guys, thanks for watching this market recap. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments section below. Make sure to also like and subscribe and look out for any new content coming out. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.